Thank you so much for having me. You look great. You look very skinny.
Oh, thank you. I haven't been eating.
Oh, that's how it works.
It seems to do the trick.
That's how it works,
You were very funny at the Emmy Awards.
Thank you. You were very funny at the Emmy Awards.
You snatched a moment that could potentially be disappointing, and you wove it into gold, didn't you?
Well, for those 10 or 15 people that didn't watch the Emmy Awards, Julia Louis-Dreyfus and I did a bit where when she won, we hugged, and she pretended to take my speech by accident. So she started reading my speech by accident. And it was all Julia's idea.
Was her idea?
She called me the day of the Emmys and said, I have this idea, do you want to do it with me? I think you're going to win. And I said, I think you're going to win. And so we decided if either one of us won, we would do the bit.
What, did you feel like worried that maybe you were jinxing yourselves by preparing this bit in advance?
You know, Jimmy, when you lose 7 times, you don't give a crap anymore.
Is it possible that Julia called every one of the other nominees and said, I think you're going to win, and they go, oh, I think you're going to win, and prepared this with each one of them individually?
Julia, like me, enjoys a good bit. She's a gamer.
Yeah.
So,
there's nothing better than a good bit, is there?
I agree, because it's, you know, it's supposed to be a night of celebration. I'm happy to be there. And the rest of it is just gravy.
I'll be honest, I, as you know, also lost on Emmy night.
Oh,
and
that's right.
I was really, honestly, I was planning to throw my parents out if I lost, and I was hoping we would lose so I could throw them out of the theater. Which was a weird position to be in, rooting against yourself.
Well, that is when Julia won. I was like, yes, I get to do my bit. Which is maybe not the best.
Well, no, I think that is a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Hey, tonight, with the presidential debate, did you watch any of the debate?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay, well, what's it like when you're working on Saturday Night Live and something like this happens? It's Wednesday night.
Right. So this is when presidential debates happen. It's when I miss SNL the most, because it used to be, you know, 40 comedy writers in a room with a lot of like
40.
Well, I'm exaggerating.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like 20 comedy writers moving fast. And we would order food and watch the debates, and it was like a sporting event. And it's really fun to watch political stuff with funny people. And
you're hoping bad things, even though you love your country, you're hoping that the two guys behave like imbeciles.
Well, I wish that they would do bits. Like, I wish that they would. I'm sure people here in the audience have probably waited tables at some point. I would have fantasies when I was waiting tables that I would just do something really bad. Like, I would pour food on the guy that was being a jerk to me or whatever.
Oh,
like
impulses, yeah.
Yeah, and I imagine that it's so stressful that they must have fantasies about what they could do to screw it up. And I also have those fantasies. I think about what, like, if the president came out and just opened with a song. It's a real, like, jazzy song about what he's going to talk about. I don't know.
That would be spectacular.
I know. I haven't watched the debates yet, but I'm hoping that Barack is wearing, like, a red leather suit that Eddie Murphy wore. I want him to wear the delirious suit that Eddie Murphy wore.
That would be excellent.
Wouldn't that be amazing? He came out in a full red leather suit and never commented on it.
The only thing it would be...
I was just like...
That would be good.
It would be good.
Yeah, it's funny because... If Mitt Romney did it, it would be almost more disturbing, I think.
Yeah, it would be great. But I mean, it would be just great if Romney just told sang like a really slow choral poem for like 25 minutes. I don't know. I think about these things sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you know, you might want to send them a letter. You have a website that you're involved with. Or do you own this website? Is this your thing?
It's a channel on YouTube. It's called Smart Girls at the Party.
Right.
Thank you. And it's a new channel. We have all different kinds of shows and content there, and it's a great place to go if you're a young person to check out.
And it's not just all comedy bits, though. You actually give like good advice to young girls.
Well, I have this show called Ask Amy, which I do these like 2-minute, 2-camera advice moments.
And these are questions people email to you?
Yeah, we get great emails all over the world from young people, so I try to answer them very honestly and under 2 minutes and try to not ramble and try my best to just, I don't know.
Which is good, because most of the women that young girls see on television are imbeciles. True?
Your words, not mine. But
maybe not most.
I actually try to talk to a version of myself when I was that age, like what I would have liked to have heard.
And some of the questions that you've been asked are like,
you know, what do I do if I don't like how I look, or I'm anxious when I go to parties, or you know, I fell down and I'm embarrassed. Just like small.
And
but
do you
big
do
things.
any research, or do you just answer these as you would answer
I don't do
them?
any research. I am a professional actor and an unlicensed therapist, so I have zero. But I do just try to speak from the heart.
I see. Now, what we've done is we asked some of the teenage girls of staff members.
Oh, there's a lot of
for some
teenage staff
questions.
members? That's weird.
No,
okay.
no, the daughters.
Oh, okay, good.
Is it okay to shoplift as long as I do it from a foreign-owned store?
You know, whenever you start a question with, is it okay? The answer is usually no. You know what I mean? I feel like you already know that it's not okay.
That's really good advice, yeah. Okay, is it true you can dissolve a dead body with lime? I don't know what's going on with these kids.
Yeah. Kids these days with the internet, I mean...
What about butt chugging? Where do you stand on butt chugging?
I stand firm.
You do?
I stand firm.
Against
You know what I like the best about that press conference is he said butt chugging is popular all over the world. I was like, I don't know. This is kind of reaching a little bit.
They're not thinking about this in Africa. I promise you there's no butt.
I don't think they are. Yeah.
Did you do dumb stuff when you were a kid?
Yeah, I loved... Well, there was a moment when I was younger where me and my 5th grade best friend, she brought in she didn't, but a kid in our school brought in handcuffs. I guess his dad was a cop. I grew up in a very blue-collar town where everybody had handcuffs. And we handcuffed ourselves to each other and then like threw away the key like by accident. And then we spent the whole day handcuffed together.
Was it terrible?
No, it was awesome because I loved attention as a little kid, and I was just like, stop looking at me! I can't believe you guys are like so concerned with my handcuffs. And then some like stupid teacher found the key, like you know, like in the middle of the day and ruined everything.
And ruined the whole thing for it. Yeah.
Don't find keys, teachers. That's
Parks and Recreation is a very funny show, and it seems like every season more people kind of figure that out.
Thank you.
Things are going well on the show, I presume?
Yeah, it's a, dream job. We're in season 5, and we're so excited to be back, and I love everybody.
You had John McCain on the show.
That's right. My old acting buddy.
Yeah, right, yeah.
We've hit the boards many times.
Do you have any private moments with him? Or are there any private moments with him?
Well, you mean private moments in life?
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying.
I think, well, we got to act together in SNL, and we had to do like a Lifetime movie parody, and we took a shower together. I guess that's a private moment.
That's a pretty private moment, yeah.
He's a really fun and always game, and him and a bunch of senators did stuff on our show, and it was really great to have him.
Do you think he's watching the debates tonight with a single tear streaming down his face as he looks at Mitt Romney in his place?
No, I think he's probably watching with a single malt, is what I think he's watching, and he's probably very excited that he's not there. I can't imagine how stressful that would be.
Well, it's great to see you. Thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure. Amy Poehler, her show is called Parks and Recreation. It airs Thursday nights at 9:30 on NBC. We'll be right back with Alan Arkin.